What we do here is go back.
All right, so I wanted to finish with the Lando series, so we can, since we've all seen Solo, now we can talk about it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, leave.
Spoiler
Well,
alert.
which a lot of you
Full
haven't
spoils.
seen it. Get the box office up.
Yeah, get off your ass and go see it because it's really good, and they definitely need the money. Not
Well,
our favorite indie developer,
Yeah.
Lucasfilms.
Bloomhouse with this photo.
well, that's the problem. Is from the get go, marketing suck with it.
Yeah.
So I was saying this before. Okay, so we knew that the movie got basically completely redone. They're saying
80%
80% reshot basically by Ron Howard.
Yes.
And so we knew that was there, but we were doing Slurred Thoughts like up until Black Panther, right? Before they had
The first preview dropped at the Super Bowl.
that's craziness. Yeah. It's normal for that to happen with movies that aren't like comedies or something like that, but when you need a movie that is filming
A
for a year, a
blockbuster.
blockbuster, Star Wars, Marvel, those type of movies.
The ones with very heavy digital effects.
We have nothing. We had nothing to go on.
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
had
until Super Bowl.
we just had a fucking
we got
hope and a
2 in
dream.
2 days.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is it made sense though because of all of the reshoots, but I think I know where you're going with this. Marketing wise, it was bad.
It was brutal. It almost
But-
I think that did.
But I really honestly feel at this point that trailer could have dropped a month ago. Or it could have dropped a year ago and it wouldn't have changed the outcome.
I think it
Because
would've.
people already
Nah.
know, everybody knows Star Wars.
Yeah, but this is kind of people.
I mean,
So
granted,
it's Han Solo. That is
granted-
the scoundrel, the guy, the
Yeah.
cool guy that everybody was hoping to see. And when you heard that they were doing that movie, you got pumped.
yeah, absolutely.
Everybody got pumped, and then all of a sudden, and everybody thought everything was going cool, and all of a sudden, boom,
Director
writers got
change.
fucking, the directors got fired. Blah, blah,
Yeah, I guess.
blah. And
I mean, maybe, but at the same time,
they literally hired Ron Howard just to save them
Yeah.
from losing a shit ton of money.
Even
a shit
more.
ton of money,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're losing money now, but how much money they would have lost if they just didn't do the movie or didn't
Or released what they were making. already,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
whole problem is you had these 2 guys, Lord and Miller, which are great at what they did, but they came in and they were doing so much improv. Lawrence Kasdan said that this is his best script he's ever done. Now, we'll never read it. That'd be awesome if we could. But he also fucking wrote Empire. They fired Lord and Miller because it was nothing like the script. So Ron Howard's like, I'm going to film what's in the script. And that's what he ended up doing.
They didn't go back and do the script. I thought they rewrote the script. No.
No, Lord Miller was so far off of what the script was. He flew to London and Lord Miller didn't let Kasdan on set. I'm like, excuse me, bro. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's when he got involved with Kathleen Kennedy and stuff, and they fired those guys. So,
Yeah.
right then and there, like David was saying earlier, you had to reshoot 80% of the movie. Your budget's fucked. They
While
were gonna
trying to
lose
save a
money.
script that was already written and not rewriting a script. It's
and you
good.
got
It's good.
bundle that with an actor who hasn't really acted yet, which is again we're fine with that. That
they
happens.
didn't have, and here's the other problem is they didn't
You told me this before.
highlight their acting their star power. They didn't really highlight Woody Harrelson. They didn't really highlight Paul Bettany,
When Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Kira, her character was pretty.
What has
pretty,
she been in
but-
besides Game of Thrones? That was
What-
good?
I know,
that,
but
that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
No, I
exactly.
know.
She's fucking Khaleesi, dude.
Yeah.
She if they had made her face more prevalent leading up to the movie, it may have done better. Because you're
It's
gonna get a lot of people. You're gonna get a lot of
things.
people. I mean, look at how many people watch Game of Thrones that are not fantasy fans.
So I was surprised that how much Woody Harrelson's character was in that movie.
I was too.
Like I almost thought he wasn't going to be like that big of character.
They showed him in, I think, one what I would call a highlighted scene, like in the trailer.
What was his name?
Beckett.
Beckett, yeah.
He was fantastic. First of all,
isn't Beckett the name of that book that like you look at to like look at prices of cards?
Yes, it's also a very common last name, and that was his last name.
No, I know, I'm just.
But yeah, I thought he did really well. But like that's what I'm saying is I feel like they did not showcase their star potential in their trailer.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
What? I'm sorry. What?
They didn't showcase the
Woody Harrelson,
big actors. Woody Harrelson is. Why wouldn't you?
Why would you? It's a Han Solo movie. I don't care about the ancillary characters.
Yeah, but he was a big part.
Fine.
He was a main character.
But that's you as a Star Wars fan.
You don't show your side
Dude,
characters
do you know
in
who
a trailer about Han Solo. Though.
I think he was in that movie more than fucking Solo was almost. Like he was there a fucking lot.
So my point, Jared, I know where you're coming from, but at the same time, like when you have a trailer for a movie that you're already worried about, you highlight your star power. And first of all, they didn't even do a good job of showing how well fucking what's his name played Solo in the trailer. The trailer was not good.
Yeah, they didn't even say it.
The first one I thought was garbage. The second one I thought was good.
I'm talking about the first one. The second one didn't matter.
We have a weird scenario where this has never happened. I don't think it'll happen again. Where we got a trailer one day and then 24 hours we get another.
Well, it was a teaser trailer.
And then a reel.
Yeah. That happens not within 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Yeah,
that's the normal path.
Well, and that's the thing is like
it's weird.
What was really weird was they released the teaser trailer at the Super Bowl, and then said, "Watch tomorrow for the real trailer."
Which I think is just going back to your first point. They screwed the marketing.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. Like that. I'm just reiterating your point. Like. We got 2 trailers in 24 hours. That doesn't happen.
They did it, and I get why they did it. They did it because they wanted to have their own standalone attention to the trailer away from the Super Bowl. But it's like, dude, you don't pay the amount of money that I know that you paid.
Right.
Because when you're Disney, the price bracket the price goes up for the Super Bowl, regardless.
Oh yeah.
So, but what my point was, what I was saying was like, they showed Woody Harrelson in one scene in that trailer, like one showcase scene.
I think they showed him in the most important scene in that trailer.
I agree, but you didn't know that until you went and watched the movie. You're talking about your experience after the movie. I'm talking about before.
Well, I would say that, and
they did not highlight Solo's strongest anything in that trailer.
Yeah, I get that, and I think they did that for a reason.
It definitely played to the fear of the fact that they were worried about his performance, and his performance was great.
It was all right.
I would say that marketing also does by what you don't see gives you chills. Case in point, in the Super Bowl trailer, when and your name is
the Super Bowl trailer was garbage.
Yes, it wasn't as good, but when he's knocking on the door, and who are you? And then it just pans up and Aldenreich looks up and it's Han.
Yeah.
But when they don't say his name, I was like, that's good marketing. Like I like that part because it gave me little goosebumps. Like that was pretty cool. But you're right.
The thing is, you are also a fan. You are a deep fan that's going to watch that. Someone who's just kind of a Star Wars fan is going to watch that and go, I don't really feel like this doesn't really speak to me. You were going to see it. They could have never released a trailer and you would have gone and seen it. No movie makes money. I mean, they make money off the fan base. But when you have movies that are successful, it's because you don't just have fanboys coming in and watching it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, then you take the names out of it altogether. I think that scenes in the trailers without seeing the movie is still the most important. It's not Han, it's John and Dan sitting around a campfire going, if you're in this life now, you're in it forever. Agreed. I don't care what it is. That gave me chills too.
No, but that's the thing is,
and then the pilot is Han.
It gives you chills because you know that it's Han Solo.
Maybe actually, I don't know if I
just like the only reason why Game of Thrones is successful is because it brought on people that don't watch Lord of the Rings. Their entire game, they already have you. What I'm saying is the reason why the movie didn't do so well is they didn't do enough to grab
the people that aren't fans.
They could have shown a trailer and said, this is the Solo trailer, and it could have been a picture of Donald Glover shitting, and you would have still gone and watched Solo because you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
But fucking Becky and John, the aerobics instructors that are dating, that want to go out for a fucking Saturday night movie, aren't going to go see Solo based on that trailer.
Yeah, but what you're getting, I agree with that a lot. But with the Game of Thrones gets its appeal from, like the housewife who could give two shits about any fantasy, Star Wars,
and loves it.
Well, yeah, because there's fucking, there's incest, there's boobies, there's dick, there's all this other crazy shit that's in that.
But that's what I'm saying is if you had shown more of Emilia Clarke in your trailer, there was, that I can remember, one scene with her, 2 scenes.
You look good.
Well,
a little rough around the edges.
That, and then I'll flash forward, give a little spoilers to fucking what's her face, the
Infant Nest.
Yeah, Infant Nest.
I thought she was a great reveal.
Who is a girl? Again, so kind of thing. Which is again, and I think that was kind of cool too. Is like nobody knew that. Nobody knew that was that.
I thought that was a really cool reveal in the movie.
I liked it a lot.
I think, but here's the thing: is when you show a character in badass armor in a trailer,
her armor is so fucking badass,
dude. Look at the first time you saw Phasma in Force Awakens. You were like, who the fuck is that? Is she wearing Naboo ship armor? What the fuck? Enfys Nest had the same effect. But when you're doing a movie like Solo, and you're not doing a movie like Solo with Harrison Ford, now here's the thing. If they had somehow miraculously cast Harrison Ford as Han Solo, way different outcome. Because there were a lot of people who didn't go see that movie because Harrison Ford wasn't playing Solo.
That's not my Han.
Yeah, shit like that. You need to highlight your strengths. And I feel like that trailer did not do it at all. They showed literally one scene of the chemistry between Chewie and Han.
Yeah.
One. And it was you're the 192.
Well, that was an old trailer. That was a new trailer.
Okay.
That trailer came out like right before the movie came out.
Yeah, what do you know? That scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, the only scene they really showed him like dialogue wise was when he like
When'd you learn to fly?
No. It was when he's standing talking to what's her face, and he's all like
to Kira?
No, it wasn't Kira. I don't know.
No. What are you talking
when
about?
he's like I'm ready for anything or something like that. Or you don't know me or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Keep talking. But anyway, so the movie starts off with so the movie takes place 10 to 13 years BBY before the Battle of Yavin.
Which is at the end of A New Hope. No,
before New Hope. This is before the New Hope. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The Battle of Yavin.
You're both correct.
Happened.
You're both correct.
No, the Battle of Yavin happened at the end of Return of the Jedi.
No.
Battle of Yavin is A New Hope.
Battle of Endor's Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
BBY. Yeah. So
Yeah.
But anyway,
so 10 years before.
I
So
was mistaken. I'm
13 years before is when him and Kira are like in the fucking basically Corellia favelas,
like
like
slums,
which I have an issue with. We'll get to that in a minute.
And then they're trying to get off standard.
they want
Bonnie
a better
and Clyde,
life. Street rat. He's
would get
basically
off
Aladdin.
Yeah.
He's basically Aladdin.
I mean,
she is no princess.
No, but he's a street rat. Go on.
We see a better life out there for us, normal slavers, type thing.
Yeah.
They find a way off, and one makes it, one doesn't.
Han doesn't make it. And what do you do when you don't make it and your girl
Han made it.
Han made it. What do you do when your girl can't come but you have something to do? You join the military, of course.
Yep.
So
it's a perfect way out. It's actually, to be honest, it's a perfect way out for what I say actually should happen in all real life. Bitch, if you got no way out, you're homeless, join the military.
A lot of people do that.
Make $40,000 a year, you get free food, fucking free living.
Who told you that you make $40,000 a year?
Yeah, what rank are you going in?
Jesus, what are you, a homeless? What are you, a homeless college educated man?
From homeless to sergeant overnight.
I'm counting living expenses and stuff too.
Oh yeah,
living and food expenses.
No. Okay, so I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, So my issue with the way they portrayed Corellia is in any sort of in-canon description of Corellia, Corellia is actually a really pretty planet.
And
It was not pretty at all. But you and I had this conversation.
No, but they talked about like the shitty part. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
where
like
fucking
any
that's
planet.
that's what I'm saying is like is my first look at Corellia is fucking Rio de Janeiro, and not the nice part with the statue of Jesus
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
nice ocean. It's the favelas where Martin Lawrence and Will Smith drove down with a Hummer.
Yeah, and
Bad Boys
like
2 reference.
me and you talked about, like, I was fine with that because even if
It was cool.
80% of your planet is gorgeous, there's 20%
so
that
20%
ain't.
is not going to be
Yeah,
good.
so
But
I
I
was
wanted
fine
I
with
wanted
it.
to see
Yeah,
Coronet
yeah,
City is
yeah.
basically what my whole thing.
I
Yeah.
get it, but I get why it
But they
served
also
its
gave,
purpose.
understandable. But they kind of made it sound like all of Corellia is like this because they called Corellia a shithole. It's like in most canon references to Corellia, Coronet City is like the jewel of the fucking galaxy.
Yeah, but they show. I mean, like
You need a beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, David.
I got one. I mean, they show like like people like when they're driving through the fucking city, they show people like welding and shit like that. So it's clearly like the junk. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool that like the little like new cannon that they threw in there was like we know what the Millennium Falcon is. It's a Corellian ship, a Corellian freighter.
My bad.
But then they talk about like fucking Han talked about his dad. His dad made those ships, like built, like designed, help build those ships. I thought that was fucking cool.
I just want to point out your socks because out of all of our podcasts tonight, you haven't shown those, and those are pretty badass.
I am Groot socks.
Yes. Oh man, there's a tree. Even better.
I'd like to show off my socks for a very particular fan base that we have.
Oh,
Hello.
oh my.
I'm also not wearing one on this foot either.
It's big.
Moving right
It's
along.
a giant foot.
And so yeah, Kira doesn't make it off. Han does. Joins the military, like you said.
Are we going through the entire
No, we're not.
synopsis of this
No,
film?
I'm going through the main
Main
plot
point
points.
is the next main point. I would say he joins the military.
So
and
the
then-
military scene, they were actually saying it was going to be much longer than it
I'm
was.
sure, yeah.
And they cut out a lot of it, which I'm glad they did.
Yeah. It was
not
the correct range.
not an important enough part. I mean, I'm glad
It
they
is important because
Important in his
that
life,
is
but not to
Legends.
explore.
Yeah,
that is Legends,
Yes.
and it was cool that they showed Han in his what they considered his military time. It was a little different than in Legends,
But I'd say during his military time, probably the most, if not one of the most important parts of his life happened. Let's feed him to the beast.
yeah.
That I mean, I like that. That was a really cool way to introduce it. They're not exactly friends right at first.
It's cool, but I wish it was different.
How were you gonna fit it in?
I didn't expect him to meet him there.
I liked it.
It also plays on to already existing canon, which is the fact that the Wookiee race was completely decimated by the Empire.
Yeah.
That Kashyyyk was
Enslaved. pretty much.
enslaved, and the Wookiees were enslaved, and that shows that.
Yeah. What did you like it, Nate, or no? I did. I'm just curious. David doesn't, so I want to see.
No, I didn't mind it. I thought they could have like I was hoping it was going to be a little more Han, a little more Han Solo-y, like he's been a little like a slight bit established, a little bit more established than he was.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then-
got out of the military somehow and then met Chewie.
Yeah, then whatever thing he was doing, he so happened to meet Chewie along the
it
way
was
and stuff like that.
Very much. I like the bond that it created because it instantly put them to where they had to depend on each other. So it was a good. It was a
Solo
good way.
used him.
It was a good way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chewie also used him.
Well, no, he saw a way out, but
But that's using somebody.
Yeah.
He used Solo for Han Solo
I think
for it.
that's the definition.
But anyways, I thought it was a very good way to do it without having to spend too much time on it. I
Yes.
also thought that it was a little too rain-core-y.
yeah.
That's the first I've thought of it like that at all.
It is absolutely 100% the Return
I don't
of
know.
the Jedi.
I'll have to
scene.
think on that one.
Aside from the fact that like Luke didn't befriend the Rancor and make him his
Now
best
that's a
friend.
movie I want to see.
Now that would be sweet. Regardless,
But
So-
then Beckett,
Look at Jared-
Beckett
look
is
at
not
Jared's
a Beckett is not an officer in the military, and they end up
he's a liar.
getting a transport ship.
He is a fucking charlatan.
All because they need it for a mission that they need to do, to steal some sort of like nuclear power
Fuel.
stuff, like
yeah,
nuclear fuel,
fusion core.
Yeah.
Coaxium fuel.
emulator
It's-
batteries,
it's-
Harbinger
it's-
batteries.
It's
That is
out.
hyperspace fuel.
Yes.
Harbinger battery. That is not at all what I
Harbinger.
said.
Harbinger.
Annulary batteries.
Anyways, I don't want to go into a full synopsis of the movie.
Assemble the crew, then they go
No,
do their
I'm
thing.
skipping 4 pretty good.
Alright.
When they're going.
That's
through
when we
that,
see
they-
Emphas Nest.
yeah,
Emphas
they're
Nest,
doing the
and
train
intros.
robbery, and then she comes.
And then Thandie Newton, long live her character. That lasted
Right?
long.
Live not so
Yeah.
long.
Another, I mean,
But where would the
you
story
know
have
what's
gone if she lived?
crazy is they did not show her in the trailer at all.
Yeah.
And
You
she's-
knew
No,
she was
gets
in
one
it,
shot.
but
She
Does
gets
she get one shot?
If, like maybe 2 seconds.
I thought that the reveal, spoiler, like big spoiler, that Emphas Nest was a young female was very cool.
yeah, I did too.
I thought it was a really cool like twist because the whole movie when she's talking, she has the voice like the voice garbler
Like with the helmet. And
with
shit.
the helmet.
I'll take it one further. I thought it was amazing, and then, oh, do you want to come help us? We're trying to like she's working for the early stages of the rebellion.
Yeah,
that was I like that too.
yeah.
You
she
know what
was-
that's leading into? Her and Hera. I mean, it's Hera. Hera and
Can I
fucking
please
Leia.
get Hera on screen?
It's gonna happen.
She's
It's
an
gonna happen
Imperial,
soon.
isn't she? Oh, she's from Rebels, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have not watched it yet.
She's
And
a
then-
Twi'lek.
So flash forward to Beckett works for fucking
Crimson Dawn.
Paul Bettany's character,
Voss.
Yes, Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss.
Yes.
Trident Voss Water.
Works for Crimson Dawn.
the Crimson Dawn. Which so are
Do
you?
it.
Are we
Just
jumping
do it.
into this?
Not
or
that
do
far.
it?
Not
Do
for
it.
that far.
Just do
We'll
it.
go. We'll go.
Okay.
And then so they got to go back and tell them what's going down. Okay. So then
And he is
Dryden
an
Voss
evil
is
son of a
pissed.
bitch.
He's about to kill him, and Beckett's like, no, we'll do this. And then they make up some like try and on the whim, fucking like, no,
We're
can
gonna
do this.
steal unrefined hyperspace fuel.
We have a way to transport it, right, kid?
yeah.
We do it this way and blah blah blah, and so they go on a mission, and then that's where we get introduced back to Kira, who just so weirdly appears, and he's so surprised to see her. Meanwhile, he's been basically his whore.
entire life has been
Yeah.
trying to get back to her, and she moved on.
Yeah, she-
Typical
Yeah.
female.
Yep. She's just
You're
basically been-
very, very.
You wonder why chivalry's dead? You killed it.
Kira killed it.
You killed it.
It's like Scarface and what's her name? And,
Mhm.
you know, like that's exactly what it was.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle
I believe
Pfeiffer's
it's-
character,
I
yeah.
believe it's Michelle Pfeiffer.
And so anyway, and then he ends up like, well, you should just go with her or go with him. And so she ends up joining him on the mission and doing all this stuff. And then they end up going and meeting Lando,
Plays a game of cards, loses.
Sabak.
Yes. And then goes on to do one of the coolest things I think in the movie was we had heard about it forever, the Kessel Run.
Yep.
And it made sense how they did it because parsecs are units of measurement. How
Yeah.
they do that, because I never understood that. I'll be honest with you guys. I never freaking understood
Oh,
what they meant.
okay.
You
Are you
can
talking
only
about
do it-
because
yes.
parsec is not a so he
It's
said
not a time thing.
so
It's a
It's like nobody's ever done it in like
distance.
20 something parsecs or something.
well, yeah,
like
well
that.
what it was no one has done it in less than has done it
16
in
or
less than
something.
20 parsecs.
Yeah.
And when when Han Solo in the original trilogy says, I did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, everyone kind of went, a parsec is a unit of measurement, not
Mhm.
of actual physical measurement, not a unit of time measurement. It's
Mhm.
not a
Right.
time.
It's
not
because
like
he
a-
had to work their way through
Yep.
this
yes,
field, and he's like, I can go straight through it. You
I
know,
like
and-
that.
you know.
going
that was-
through the maw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That might have been my favorite scene. In the
So
movie.
that was what you call a plot hole fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite as big as Rogue One because the entire movie of Rogue One
Is
was a plot hole fix.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a what the hell is the word? Retcon? Am I using that word right?
Retcon is when you completely take something out.
Okay,
I
okay,
think the
so
best way for you to put it,
it's-
you've already said it, is the plot hole
Plot hole
fix.
fix.
Yeah, it's a
So I
plot
think
hole
you've
fix.
already nailed it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So it was
We're
definitely.
a little fucked up.
Yeah, I am.
Slurred thoughts. We're
Look at
slurring
look at
our
my
thoughts.
eyes.
Look at him.
So, anyways,
Look at 'em.
Yeah, I thought that like, oh, I did it in 12 parsecs.
I thought that was cool how they
No,
explained it.
I agree. The round down was
Yeah,
pretty cool too.
you round down on that, Chewie.
So, anyways, they
So
win.
anyway, they get it all back. They do all that stuff. They bring it back. Now,
Big reveal.
yep. So they bring it to the beach. They're like, okay, we got to get the unrefined off to get it in there before, like, fucking explodes. And then all of a sudden, Infus Nest comes and raids the party, and the reveal ends up coming that she's actually somewhat of a she, and also
she's
somewhat
a
she works for
member
the good
of
guys,
early
basically.
rebellion.
Or good guys, whoever you're going on your side
It
with.
depends.
The rebellion.
It depends on what side.
Everything
of
is
And,
from a
uh,
certain point of view.
And so Han wants to help. Beckett does not. Beckett's like, fuck it. You do you, boo boo, and I'll go my way. No harm, no foul type thing. I saw this coming a mile away.
Wait, stop. Have you ever seen a mentor betray its mentee? Is that what you're talking about?
I believe the word is student.
Yeah, one of those. You've seen that before?
Mentee. Have you ever seen the mentor betray his manatee?
I saw that coming a mile away. I
I
looked
would-
over
yeah.
at Ashley. I was like, this is not gonna, this is
Yeah.
gonna, and
Because Beckett's, he is a
it's
mentor,
his
but
thing. It's just
he's not a role model. It's the whole.
it's fucking it's DJ in The Last Jedi.
Han had to learn not to trust anybody because when you meet him in New Hope, he is just like Lando, all about the business.
Yep.
He had to get there somehow.
He's all about
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
No,
he had
I
to
get it.
there.
It's not saying that. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that like Han always looked up to Beckett
Yep.
as a mentor, and Beckett
For
never
3 years.
had for 3 years.
Well, yeah, we're almost 3 years.
Yeah, Beckett never had that mindset
Yeah.
with him. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
I do like the plan about how at the end Han Solo's like, "Oh yeah, I heard about a job on Tatooine." I was like, "Oh, and now we get to learn
Oh,
how he
so
fucked
dope.
this up."
How
No,
he
that's-
gets introduced to Jabba.
Jabba,
Yeah.
that's the fucking story, dude. So like I was talking about, 10 years BB1.
Right.
So we're gonna get fucking and Solo. They even talk about how like basically Jabba is Solo as Star-Lord is Yondu. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's that. So you're gonna see fucking Jabba basically
Well,
raise.
you also have to
Solo.
see on that point, you got to see Han build a good rapport with Jabba because until he dumped
Oh.
that cargo, he'd
He'd been working him for fucking. He's been his number one fucking.
Yeah, so
smuggler,
you've
smuggler,
got to introduce that relationship to where things go great.
No,
Now,
it's a good relationship.
Yeah,
up
and that's
until A New Hope.
and you know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get your people who wrote Logan to write the Boba Fett series,
James
You mean
Mangold.
the
James
Bo- you mean the
Mangold.
Boba
Yeah.
Fett movie?
Boba Fett movie, and so there's gonna be a whole reason why you're gonna know why Han Solo, when he's on that fucking ship in the Dune Sea, going Boba Fett, you're gonna know why.
You think we're gonna get an Alden
They
cameo?
know who there's gonna be some crossover.
By the way, because we
That
really
would
need
be
that because
interesting.
Boba Fett, if you really look at it, isn't that badass of a character.
He is because of his mystery.
Well, he is also because yes, exactly. There's mystery, but we know. I mean, in Legends, what happened after that. He goes in that.
Yes, in Legends.
Yes, in Legends. But we're not going to see that. Obviously, we're going to see a Boba Fett working with Jabba,
Work-
maybe even
working with
before Jabba.
Yeah.
What I want, and I think I've told you, both of you this. We've got to announce that we've got a Boba Fett movie. That just means it's Boba Fett in it. Give me a Dirty Dozen, Magnificent Seven, old school, Logan-esque Western, where bounty hunters
That's
aren't
what
good
it's
or
gonna be.
evil.
It's absolutely
They're
gonna be that.
whatever they get paid to be.
I
I'd
wouldn't
watch
say that
that.
they're not good. I wouldn't say that they're not good or evil because they have their
A
own
code.
not even a code, their own motivations
Yeah.
determine whether they're good or evil. Like who's the chick in Clone Wars that works with Bane?
Aurora Singh.
Yeah, Aurora Singh. She is evil.
And fucking you gloss over fucking the other most badass character in Stone Wars, fucking
In Clone Wars, you mean?
Clone Wars, fucking the dude with the hat,
I know who you're
Bane.
talking about.
Bane. Yeah,
No,
Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Cad Bane.
Bane is a little bit more.
Well, there's two Banes. You got to make sure you're
Opportunist.
working on.
Darth-
There's Darth Bane.
Darth
and
No,
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Well, my whole point is they go for what are they getting paid for. Some might have more apt to take killing contracts to moving shipments, but
Yeah.
Well, what I'm
I
saying
don't
is we're
wanna
getting into
see-
those darker characters. So what I'm saying is, okay, so James Mangold, who did Logan, the
He wrote Logan, right? Or did he direct
wrote
it?
and directed Logan.
Yeah.
So and he's writing and directing Boba Fett.
yes.
And so you're getting, I mean, that movie, we saw Deadpool. Obviously, first Deadpool came out before that. And so we saw what a dirty Marvel movie could be
Yes.
like, but we didn't see what a gritty or super gritty movie could be like. And that was what, and so I think we're going to get that with Boba Fett. But also, you know who's writing the next trilogy, right?
Which one?
No,
It's
the
Ryan
next-
Johnson.
Ryan Johnson
Nope.
and Benioff and Weiss are doing their
No,
stuff, and John
no, Ryan
Favreau's
Johnson.
also
No,
working on
Ryan
stuff.
Johnson is writing
His own.
episode 9.
No,
No,
Ryan
J.J.
Johnson's
Abrams.
getting his own trilogy.
He's getting his own trilogy.
away from the
Yes, he
from the
is.
saga.
No,
Yes,
he's
he is.
directing it.
Oh, okay.
Who is the writers?
J.J. Abrams is directing
The next
9.
3 movies
No,
after
Ryan
them?
Johnson's directing his own trilogy. He's not
Oh,
writing it.
Yes.
Writers.
So who's writing it?
Game of Thrones writers.
Yeah, Benioff
Yeah,
and
that's what
Weiss.
we
Yeah.
just said.
Those are
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
two separate things.
No, that's who's no. It's the next trilogy.
They
I can
combine
look
them.
it
I read it. They're combining their,
Oh, are
their
they?
efforts. They're gonna have Benioff and Weiss write
Write
it,
'em, and then Ryan Johnson.
and then
direct
Ryan
it.
Johnson direct it.
give me Old Republic.
I don't think
They got
that,
to.
I think that's what
They
it
got
is.
to.
Because it's Game of Thrones right then and there with I don't know.
I think they got to.
But back to what we were talking about with the Boba Fett movie. If they do it that Western style where it's like they even talk about it in Solo, we should have got Bosk
Yeah,
for this.
some spinny guns.
Give me Bosk,
you know,
give me
like
some Dengar, IG-88, whoever,
Can
and they all have to
Bane,
go.
you know, like shit like that.
Yeah, that would be a great opportunity to link the animated universe to the on-screen.
Yeah.
Cat Bane shows up, and they've got to do something to where they all unite. And Boba Fett can maintain that coolness, mystery. He doesn't have to talk that much. He's just a fucking badass. That's how I would want my Boba Fett movie. But I don't know.
And it's a good tie-in to fucking prequel shit. You know,
Yeah.
with
Yeah, yeah.
with Django. You know, like you get Boba Fett picking up his
Mhm.
dad's helmet. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have to tie it in right then and there, but you get to kind of
No.
like you
Well,
get
they really
time.
can't tie it. Well, they can, but why would they? Because they already have Boba Fett's in Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm saying what I'm saying is like you get all that tie-in. You know, you get
Yeah. No, I mean,
no, he's not in Clone War. He picks up his helmet. That's what I'm talking about. He picks up his
Boba
helmet.
Fett is in Clone Wars as a child.
Yes, as a child. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. I wasn't saying Boba
That's what I
Fett.
just said. Him picking up his dad's helmet and
Yeah.
Jango Fett and his helmet after he
yeah.
gets his fucking head chopped off.
Yes.
You guys are raising another point to where with this series with Benioff and Weiss, I want some Mandalores, but we'll see if they're trying to do a Game of Thrones esque
Bitch,
thing.
Mandalorians are pacifists now, so it would have to be Old
Now,
Republic. Yeah.
when is this set?
No,
We don't know.
I don't know.
I just like that culture.
I don't feel that Knights of the Old Republic has.
No, not Knights of the Republic. It has
or
Old Republic.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is technically, by definition, anything before the Empire is Old Republic.
Yes.
So we already have Old Republic movies, the prequel trilogy.
Well,
and
no,
the Clone
they
Wars.
talk about the Old Republic is canon. I mean, they
No, what I'm saying is the Old Republic technically is up until the
yeah.
everything before the Empire is considered Old Republic. I know what you guys are talking about. You're talking about 25,000 years before.
When there was lots of Jedi and lots
Revan.
of Sith. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, give me a dark.
No.
Darth
What,
Revan series.
what did you say? What was anything up before what is the Old Republic?
Anything up until the Empire takes over, Senator Palpatine is considered Old Republic. In current, like where they're currently at, the Old Republic is
No, that's the New Republic. That's what they're
no,
called.
the New Republic is legitimately. I'm dead serious. I read this. In canon, the New Republic is the current Republic after they defeat the Empire. Anything before the Empire, so anything before Rogue One and Solo, including the prequel trilogy, is considered part of the old. That was a one continuous 25,000 year rule of the Republic, including Padme and Palpatine. Even though they don't talk, when they say the Old Republic, they're talking about 10,000 years ago, whatever. That Republic that Senator Palpatine ruined was 25,000 years of Old Republic, and that is including the Old Republic that we talk about when we talk about Revan.
Yeah.
I don't know the timelines enough to debate it. So
I
don't know.
literally just read all about it.
I'm going to defer
a
to
week
you
and a half
then,
ago.
because I don't know.
Because it shocked me too. Because I was like, I thought that there was a break between the like Senator Palpatine Republic, obviously that lasted for a while, and like the old Republic, which is like with Revan and Malik and all that. No, literally that Republic, the one that Senator Palpatine toppled, lasted for 25,000 years.
Cool.
Yeah, it was super. Like reading about it was super dope because, like I said, in canon now, so like as of Last Jedi, the old Republic is considered anything before the Empire takes over. Because the New Republic is now the Republic that takes over after they kill the Emperor, the one that they destroy in Force Awakens. Spoiler alert.
So we
Going back.
so
though,
go back to go back to Solo.
Last I would say is.
Yeah. So well, the twist was that again, we're gonna just full on spoil this bitch. That you saw Beckett, fucking turn on turn on
Dryden
Voss. So that was cool because I felt that coming. I knew that was coming, and then all of a sudden, the biggest twist of them all.
Who does Dryden Voss work for?
The Crimson Dawn.
That would be. What is Maul's first name?
Steve,
Darth.
but he doesn't go by.
No,
I know.
because he's not Darth Maul anymore. I mean, he may call himself that, but he's not.
It's just Maul. I think it's like Prince now.
Prince Maul.
Yeah, no, it's just
Overlord
Maul. It's one
Maul.
word.
Yeah.
Share, Prince. those
So,
guys.
which is weird because after it happened, I was like, oh damn! And the movie, and I was like, wait a second, I fucking knew that
Yeah.
because it's not common knowledge for Star Wars nerds that
He's
that is
still
the
around.
name. Yeah, not even that, but also that Crimson Dawn. He talks about it in, I believe it's Rebels. That's the name of his gang,
Yeah.
of his syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he is definitely not a Sith anymore.
Go away, Chewie.
by religion rule, he's still a Force user.
No,
Yeah.
that's why when I heard the word Crimson Dawn, like because they didn't say it up until toward the end of the toward when
No,
they
they said it early on.
when
They said,
with Dryden Voss and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like but when I heard that, I was like, oh shit,
oh shit,
oh shit,
oh shit,
that's
shit.
who Maul. That's
That's
who
Maul.
Maul is from.
yeah, Maul's coming.
And then I was like, oh shit, Maul is definitely still alive. Oh shit. And so like I didn't think he was gonna be in it, but I was like, oh damn, this is pretty
Dude.
awesome. So
And he looks all old and shit.
he is supposed to be old.
Yeah.
In fucking Rebels, he's old as balls.
Well, yeah, because in Rebels, Rebels takes place after?
Takes
No,
place
it's after
about 6 years before Rogue One.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is, and then
Well, it leads up to Rogue
Maul
One.
died during Phantom Menace. He was gone during the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars lasted 3 or 4
No, Maul
years.
didn't die.
Well, I used quotations,
Oh, okay.
bro.
Okay.
Fuck.
Maul,
Uh,
in all actuality, could be alive during all the fucking. We don't know. He could be all alive during A
Yeah.
New Hope. Empire.
Well, no,
no,
what-
he
what-
can't.
what-
No, he cannot. He dies in the best episode of Rebels. Twin sons. Obi-Wan kills him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You
Well,
just ruined it for me. Thanks,
Shocker.
You piece of shit.
This is a spoiler review, bro. Didn't you get?
Which
the
is
title?
weird because that means that
yeah.
this takes place amidst Rebels.
Before.
before Rebels literally
Rebels stops
leads
at
right
Rogue
into
One.
Rogue One.
Yes.
Like it
Okay.
is like it's like the ship travels and
Yes.
Yeah.
to like.
Yes.
Oh
in
yeah,
Rogue
that's
One.
right. And
Yeah.
and Solo takes place 10 years before that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but no, it was super cool because like technically, yeah, it would be. I would say that the Solo movie 10 years before. So Luke's like what 9?
In that episode, he is still a toddler. I don't know the exact.
Well,
dates
that's
of
what I'm saying.
Solo,
So it's roughly 10 years after the Clone Wars happened, roughly.
like Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think?
I think like Luke's like 10 or 12.
So do you think
yeah.
Kira is force sensitive then?
No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
She's just straight up a patsy, like straight up like a secretary for Darth
Well, no,
Maul?
she's a lieutenant.
Yeah. She's
She's a gangster.
got some rank.
She was the right hand man to the
but to the guy directly
to the-
below.
yeah.
I thought it was a little weird that he just showed his lightsaber. It was kind of
That
weird.
part I didn't
It was a
understand.
little cheap. Like, why did he
I
show
was like,
his
because we gotta
lightsaber?
have a
Yeah.
lightsaber in a Star Wars
Yeah.
movie.
That's exactly
yeah.
what it was.
It-
Well,
he
I mean,
could've just
but
been
also
quiet.
think of it from this perspective. It's an intimidation factor. because
For
she
what though?
You're really stretching.
for her.
You're
Yeah.
stretching.
She may have never seen, she may have only like talked to him. I agree, like it wasn't really necessary, but at the same time, it kind of was necessary. It was Darth Maul, of course they were gonna do it, but the thing is
They
like
could have showed him like chopping somebody's head off or something with the lightsaber.
Or
They
just be
yeah.
intimidating as fuck and not ignite it because she was clearly
But that's
scared.
the thing is, but here's the thing is like he's her boss, you know what I mean? So she's like obviously like worried, like it was an intimidation factor because here's the thing is most the average person doesn't really understand
they don't see Force users. They don't know those things.
exactly, especially after the fucking purge, which is when that happened.
Execute.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Having a lightsaber in a post Jedi society is a huge thing,
No, definitely.
especially when most people don't even understand the Sith.
Well, that
I don't understand.
see. Here's the thing,
Force
though: is you
period.
didn't watch Rebels. The fucking lightsabers are flashing around like a motherfucker
Oh yeah.
all through that shit. I mean, fucking Kanan and Ezra are lightsaber galore around the
But
fucking
they're also
Empire.
in remote planets of the galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not
Yeah, but you
not
don't think that-
Kira and Han.
You don't think they have fucking like radios or fucking like? That's what I don't understand. I was like, I don't understand how fucking Vader is not just unloading on Lothal. Like that is nutso.
It's got other things to do. Hopefully, they
Get
give
the
us
fuck out of his only job. Literally, he was fucking made to kill Jedi. Like that's all he was doing. Now he can't fucking kill the 2 Jedi that are fucking destroying their fuel supply on fucking like the.
I don't know. Maybe they'll write it in a book or comic. I hope so. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying he's doing Vader shit. I don't know what Vader does.
And
kill the
typically-
Jedi. That's all he's there for.
But I mean, that's the thing is, well, at first that's what he's there for. But once the rebellion starts, he is a commander.
Yeah.
He is, he is.
And then there's that book, Lords of the Sith, where he's off on other worlds.
Well, you
That
know why
book's
he.
really good.
So you know why in like the beginning of New Hope, why he's like all weird around what's all the generals that are at the
Tarkin.
table.
Tarkin.
Well,
Yeah,
Tarkin
you can read
and
Tarkin.
because
and
he
the
has,
other guy.
he's
too.
technically not.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a high-ranking official at that point. But there's a reason in that because if you read the comics, the Darth Vader comics you actually
Yeah.
read, he actually got in trouble with the Emperor.
Yeah.
And so he basically
For
kind of
failing. He was
he
failing
basically
too much.
demoted him. Like he's like
That's what I'm saying is even in the movies, Lord Vader is
in
not.
Tarkin the book.
Yeah,
Tarkin the
I read
book,
Tarkin. Tarkin's
Vader
really good.
is not a I mean, the people listen to him because he is the enforcer for the Emperor, but he holds no technical rank within the military.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing. Like that's the same thing with Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is not a commander of the New Order's fleets.
You guys
Hux is.
Yeah, Hux, yeah. You guys have to read the Thrawn series.
Here it's really good.
It is fucking so
I
good.
refuse to read Legends.
Here it's also no.
No,
It's,
that's
it's
the new.
canon.
That's the new. It's
There's a new one.
Thrawn is fucking badass.
I think you have it up there actually.
Is it a new comic or a new book?
No book.
Well, there's a book. No, but there's a series. No, I have the Thrawn book, but the Thrawn there's comics,
Oh yeah.
and it's
They're
the
gonna.
book.
I think they're gonna put him in the third movie.
9.
Yeah.
It's the rumor.
Yeah, he's awesome.
The fact that they've made him canon, you don't make Thrawn canon and then not utilize it because so many people want him. It's ridiculous.
Well, as long as Ezra appears to say hi. Which
Yeah, because Thrawn's in Rebels, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like
their antagonist.
The 3rd and 4th season.
Yeah.
Or is it 4th? 5th? Yeah. He's
It's different from the Thrawn series that happened.
Oh, yeah, it has nothing to do with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
almost, yeah. It's just like almost the name.
It's character. He's a character. Yeah.
exactly.
I think we've got to the end of Solo.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're
So,
good.
I liked it.
Loved
I loved it.
I loved
I've
it.
seen it twice already.
I'll
Gonna
go
see
my
the
rank
third.
and post Disney movies. I'll say I think Solo is the best. I think Solo, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Last Jedi. That's mine. So I liked it a lot.
Solo beats out Rogue One. I'm trying to not.
and I like the Last
I
Jedi.
need
I
more
didn't
time.
put Last Jedi. on the
Here is my
I need more
thing.
time to evaluate it.
I'm trying to, and obviously we don't have a big enough base as it is right now. I'm trying to not tie in the Star Wars. I want,
That's why I said post Disney.
yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is like because I don't feel like Solo doesn't hold to the saga, the Skywalker saga. That's what
True.
I'm calling it. I'm fucking coining it
Well,
now.
neither does Rogue One.
No, and that's what I'm saying is I don't tie them into like my rankings.
So like a Star Wars stories is what we're talking
Yes.
about. Yeah.
I think that Solo is better than Rogue One. I'm not going to equate it to or have it be better than Force Awakens or Last Jedi because they're very different movies. And they tell different stories.
But if they're calling all these like side
They're
movies
Star Wars
Star Wars
stories,
though.
stories,
Yeah.
you know, and then so if they want to do the Kenobi, you know, movie,
And Boba Fett, yeah.
but I know, but so if they're gonna do the Kenobi movie and they want fucking Ewan McGregor to do it, then it's got to be post. It cannot be a prequel.
It cannot be prequel. Yeah,
It's
it
gotta
has
be-
to be.
it's
It
gotta-
has to
it's
be.
gotta be
It has to
after
be between Revenge
episode
of the
3
Sith
and
yeah,
it's got to be
episode
so
3
just
and
him
4.
chilling on fucking Tatooine or a little before he can go off planet and do his little
There's-
fucking
He's
some-
not on Tatooine the
fucking the
entire time.
Mandalorian like queen that he loves and blah blah blah.
There's like 20 years of wiggle room there.
No, not
No,
that
Oh,
there's
much.
well, I don't know.
not.
I don't actually know the age of how old is
It's
Luke
18.
supposed to be. So
Luke
there's
is like 18 or 19
years.
No, it is in canon that Kenobi was on Tatooine for most of
Most of
Luke's
the time.
life.
Yeah, there's 18 years to play with. It
Yeah.
never says that he doesn't leave the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I get but when he later on he definitely like probably just chills there.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
once he
when he's
gets
on-
old.
Oh,
He's not that old
man.
though. The
But I mean,
Alec
but
Guinness character in fucking that movie, he should not look that old. I mean,
Wow.
he's only supposed to be like 60 years old. I
He
mean,
looks 60 in that movie.
no, he looks
Anyways,
like fucking 90. in that
So
movie.
here's
Alec
so
Guinness is
here's
British.
the other thing. So you say he has 18 years of wiggle room, but not really because Luke knows Ben Kenobi,
He knows of him.
Those
but he knows that he's a hermit that lives out in the desert.
He's not with him every day. He doesn't know he doesn't go away for 2 weeks. You could do a space adventure in 2 weeks. I watched Last Jedi. It lasted like 48 hours.
Right.
and
just
that could
saying.
be like
I'm just
Luke could be
saying.
10, you know, when he heard
It's-
that.
Well,
it's
yeah,
been
that's-
8
yeah, no,
years,
I
you know,
get it.
so-
The writers at Lucasfilm have 18 years to mess with. Now, is there certain years you should?
It's
probably
going to be
focus
early.
on?
It's going to be earlier on.
yeah.
And Ewan
probably.
McGregor looks the same exact, so he could just pick it up literally right where
Oh
he left
yeah,
off. you
yeah.
know,
Just
like-
grow out your beard, man. Put a little gray in there. You're good. But
oh,
Which would be dope, like showing
So
like
dope.
Obi-Wan running from Darth Vader.
yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely. God damn it.
Uh,
and again, ties right in. Again, Rebels works really well with it. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, you get to
Ezra
you
Miller.
could the Maul shit. You know, like a lot of that shit could work out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I like Star Wars.
pretty
you know,
dope. Yeah, it's pretty
obviously.
dope.
So
All right.
we're all
well,
excited. All right. Well, this was good,
yeah,
guys.
no,
I
we
had
a good
fun.
time.
We're
It's time
we're
to
finishing
leave.
before we're finishing when we usually start. So
Yeah, right.
guys. All right.
Yep.
See you guys soon.
What we do here is go back.